Hello everyone! Welcome back to the stream. And welcome back to Lies of P. Ploper and Stress Test. Hello to you both. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you guys on this wonderful, amazing, legendary Tuesday? I ran my OpenGL renderer at 8080k, not 1080p, by accident, and the power in my surroundings went out. My bad. Ploper, this is what I imagine, right? Everyone in your town or your village or whatever, they're just living their life, just having a grand old time, watching TV, playing games, whatever. And then all of a sudden, everything just goes dark, and everyone knows. Everyone knows. It's the village coder Ploper who is at it again, connected up to the energy grid, using his hackerman skills. And draining the entire electricity supply or whatever. Yeah, draining the entire electricity grid for your own personal gain. He's ploping again, exactly. That damn Ploper, ploping again. But the important part is that every time you do something like that, Ploper, i.e. deleting the electricity for all your neighbors, you need to remember a very important thing. It is for science. You're doing this in order to gain knowledge, so it's all worth it. Everyone just needs to get on board. It's it's not going away. You're still gonna be around doing these things. Everyone just needs to accept it. But my poor GTX 1060 didn't like that one. I wouldn't be surprised if you smelled smoke coming out of your case. Oh well. Today is a very special day, because I've been excited for this stream, or for this fight that we're about to do, basically ever since yesterday. I kept pestering one of my co-workers today who also have played Lies of P, and was like, okay, what did you do here? What do you think about this strat? Just asking for advice, because yesterday we ended up encountering a very difficult boss, Romeo, who is like the most noticeable difficulty spike that we've noticed thus far in this game. Let's put it that way. Hello, Leland and chat. Hello, Super Week. You know, I made food today. Everyone should clap. Stress test. Applause. Applause. You know, I cook basically maybe once or twice a week. So, from my point of view, you are doing a heroic service to your family. Stress test. Better than I managed. That's what I'm saying, right? We grown-ups, we're not that grown-up, are we? We find our shortcuts. We do the, you know, all manner of things just to get out of cooking or making dishes, I suppose. But we should cut you some slack. You were working in the garden yesterday. I've also realized that we have obtained quite a few names for Seven this time, you know, during our years streaming. We have Meved, we have Mad Seven, we have Seven, we have Sev, and now we have Lilith. I like it. We are gathering a collection of names. Do you order in a lot or do you meal prep? I order in maybe once a week. Other than that, I cook and just eat the leftovers, or I just like stock up on like frozen fruit, like frozen pizzas, like frozen pasta, like stuff like that, and just heat it up. You should not put me in a kitchen, okay? Because I am a very, very bad chef. But the thing I dislike more than actually cooking is doing dishes. Now I don't have to do dishes by hand, which is a huge plus. But you know, the stigma is still there. I usually do not make food at home. It's Moldy's job. That is totally fine, you know. Distributing the responsibilities. But yeah, we are about to fight Romeo, a boss that put us down multiple times yesterday. And I've been very excited for today so that we can fight him again and actually, you know, beat him up. I made a pledge yesterday, in fact, and I don't want to go back on my word here that this guy will die today. But that also means that I have made some preparations. I have played a little bit offline. The only thing I've done two things offline. I have upgraded the Trident of the Covenant to +2. And I've also practiced phase 1. Only phase 1 of the fight we're about to do. Every time I got to phase 2, I let go of my controller and I let Romeo kill me, right? And this way, we should be able to get through phase 1, hopefully fairly pain-free, okay? And then we'll only have good attempts. At least that is the hope. So without further ado, let's just do this. Lilith rolls off very nicely. Maybe I should have called myself Lilith in the first place. But of course, no one in the universe knew about Lilith, right? Before Stress Test's daughter made it come into existence. Let's put it that way. I still want a mod cake stream. You know what, Stress Test? This is what I'll do. I'll add on the voting list. I'll add a cooking stream, right? Because I was thinking about this as well. That maybe, because I remember that Grunge was telling us that there was like a chicken dish that she recommended, and maybe you could have like a cooking stream where we make like 3 dishes, you know, a starter, a main, and a dessert, and the mud cake can of course be the dessert. It's just a thought at the moment, but it's an idea at the very least. I'll add it to the voting list. In any case, if anyone wants to see a cooking stream, at least you can vote on it. But that's not for today. Today we have one goal and one goal only: defeating Romeo. Oh, you know what? Something I should do. Let's see if I can do this. All right. I'm gonna take a few hits. I reduced the volume when I was playing offline. Oh, like I can't even. Alright, I'm just gonna let it do that. I'll not even add it to the death counter, okay? I'll just do this way. Yeah, sorry about this. Because whenever I play offline, I usually listen to something else. So that's why I tend to lower the volume of the game I'm currently playing, assuming I'm like listening to something else. Usually when I play games, I very much like to like listen to the story and stuff like that. But I've said it yesterday, and I'll say that again. When it comes to Souls-likes, the story isn't really the thing I'm looking forward to, or it's not the, I don't know, it's not the appeal, let's put it that way. There are other things I like more than the story in Souls-likes. And the same can be said for other kinds of games. What are you guys playing nowadays, by the way? I remember if I remember correctly, I used to ask that question quite a bit back in the day. I feel like I haven't asked that not nearly enough these last few days. Is it something I should be looking forward to? Is it something I should maybe pick up myself? Something I've learned is that you can actually hit him from behind when he starts crying. Right, that thing you cannot dodge. Oh crap, no stamina. I see. I only get to enjoy games vicariously through USM. Wait, is that true? How come? Do you like a console, the I don't know, the drive, or is it something else? Cause I know from personal experience that sometimes you can be way too tired to play a game, right? Sometimes you just get home from work and all you want to do is, you know, take a nap, maybe just scroll on your phone and basically not do anything else for the rest of the day. Because even though video games are supposed to be, you know, your hobby, your leisure time, you know, it still can be somewhat draining, I guess, to boot it up. Alright. So we have gotten quite far in this fight. We have gotten Romer down to like how much? Like maybe like 20% or something. But he has an attack that he will activate at the start of phase 2 that is incredibly difficult to avoid, and today's stream is gonna be all about trying to deal with that one. And don't remind me, and I work from home. I mean, I still think it applies even though you work from home, you know. And by the way, thank you so much for tuning in. Playing video games can be a hassle. Like that's just the truth. I don't think this is gonna be the run either, because I only have one health potion left while I'm gonna stagger. Get the base, yes we can. We take some punishment for it. Right. Right. We probably should be able to see the flurry of blows attack, or the fire attack. I have an idea of how I want to deal with it. Okay, not yet. Here we go. Let's see what happens if you just run away. Is that possible? No, it is not possible. No, it is definitely not possible to run away. He will just keep dashing towards you. Alright, at least we know. Every death is a lesson. At least now we know. Now we know. I have one other little cheesy strat that I want to apply, but let's see if we can get there again. When I stream, when I stream you, I am usually working. Oh, when you watch a stream, I suppose. I'm usually working or doing chores at the same time. If I were to just game, I would feel guilty about doing only that. I would say that you do deserve like some time where you can just do whatever you want, you know. You shouldn't feel guilty when just relaxing, I don't know, watching a TV show or whatever. But maybe I misinterpreted you. Maybe you're saying that like if you were playing a video game yourself, you wouldn't be in the stream, right? Tell that to my wife. Oh no. Well, tell your wife to join stream and I'll tell her. But I'm not sure if this is gonna end up well for either of us, you know. But I say that I say this as a person who probably should be doing more chores than I probably should, okay? Or than I'm currently doing. I mean, I'm the kind of guy who's like, I did the dishes, you know, a week and a half ago. I deserve relaxation time. Maybe not a week and a half ago, but you get my drift. Work for me is making programs for heavy machinery, making parts and making sure heavy machinery doesn't do self-harm. These depressing machines, am I right, Ploper? I'm always going to take some of the food for lunch at work tomorrow. That is a win. Wait, does that mean that usually when you make food stress tests, it is not approved by the rest of the family? And I don't know, is it getting thrown away or just left in the freezer forever? As an Asian Catholic, guilt is my default setting. Okay, I mean, the fun thing about that is that I completely understand the combos, right? You know, we have the Catholics who, you know, do their confessions, right? And, you know, Asians have this stereotype of being very demanding of each other. At least within family. That is a very foreign concept. Okay, I probably should have taken the... Probably should have taken the... My bad. Okay, you're making some expresses as left. Older than her daughter. I mean, I have a vivid imagination. Let's put it that way. Maybe, but yeah, I just have a vivid imagination, I suppose. Okay, let's make sure that we don't waste too many resources. But when you say you're Catholic, does that mean that you're like I don't know what to call it, a practicing Christian, or is that just how you've been raised? Okay, I kind of messed up the fight here. Not practicing at all, but it was my upbringing. Gotcha. Yeah, I can understand guilt being, as you said, your default setting. The only food I make is pancakes, like meatballs and hot dogs. That's my kind of food. and sometimes I try something new, like today. And usually Molde doesn't like that food. It's usually my cooking, but the cooking. It's not usually my cooking, but the kind of food I make. Dude, this I have personal experience with. Every time back in the day, every time I had to make food, and there was leftovers, I was the only one who ate the leftovers of my own food. And Spurgny, hello! I see you have switched up your name once again. Okay. let's make sure that we don't die here. Easier said than done. But how are you, Spurgny? I guess it's aura forming. Are you talking about this guy? This guy definitely is aura forming, and now I'm stuck in the corner. Okay, that's it. It's very punished. And Arnie, yo, what's up? Yeah, I'm failing the parries. Oh, the parry system in this game is so punishing. You can die, yeah, even though you're attempting to do the right thing. It is what it is. But Spurgny and Arnie, how are you on this beautiful Tuesday? Hopefully you're not dying over and over again to a certain boss, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. We have only just started today's farming stream where we get farmed. We don't farm Romeo, we get farmed by Romeo. Have you seen that new Gothic 1 remake? I have, yes. I have not played the original Gothic 1 myself though. I know that it's a game that many people are very nostalgic about. But yeah, I've never played it, so I can't really say anything about it. 90 deaths, punishment time. 20 push-ups, coming right up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, we're back, baby, we're back. I'm doing okay, just tired. Have you tried doing push-ups to wake up? Hopefully it's nothing bad though. W, hell yes, thank you, Super Week. Oh man. I'm not nostalgic for it, but as someone who likes Skyrim and Morrowind, it looks interesting. I will agree on this point. It does look interesting. But I feel like, at least for me personally, I have too many games I want to play, I suppose. So it's not that far up on the list, if that makes sense. I could be convinced to play it though, because you know the old school's RPGs are usually my kind of jam. I need to go outside and do more preparation for the digging tomorrow. I hope I will be back before the stream is done. We hope so too, Stress Test. And I know that this is just you trying to avoid punishment, but it's okay. Okay, let's see if we can go past here and die again to Romeo. Second. I'm not all for it. I just wanted to ask if you've seen it. Fair enough. I mean, sometimes it's kind of nice to like have someone to talk to about something you're like curious about. As in, like, this little thing I've noticed. Do you know anything about it? And if so, what are your opinions? Today I got fucked too. I was playing DS and just reached the 4 king. No prospect, no depth, no ground, and 4 dudes fucking my ass with 1,000 life points. Spurgny, I know the fight you're talking about. I know it well. And I'm just gonna give you one. No, I don't want to give you this hint because it's gonna spoil the entire fight. Okay. Pro tip: Havel's armor, yes. And just I don't know. The Black Knight halberds, I don't know, something to just deal massive damage. But sometimes FromSoft is a bit funny when it comes to math. So there is that. If I do remember, I do like that fight though. Because the boss arena is so damn different from basically anything else. Face. Havel's armor, that fight is a joke. They can't do anything. I've never been like a heavy armor user in Dark Souls, but I trust you on that. And Soren, yo, what's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to Pain. I was was late to my first day of BM school. Bad manners school? Well, almost too late implies that you weren't late, so at least that is good. Probably shouldn't use my shield against the King of Puppets. And save it for an actual fight. I can't roll shit with that thing. Yeah, that's the exact reason why I am not using a Havel's armor. And in the 4 Kings battle, you roll for dodging almost anything. I suppose Artie's point is that you don't have to roll or do anything like that, you know. You'll stand there, be the buff dude that you are, and just tank everything. My alarm didn't go off, but my roommate did go off like 40 minutes after I was supposed to wake up. Oh, that is convenient, I suppose. Skipped out on breakfast just to make me time like that. I suppose, like, skipping, like, having your alarm blaring, or run. Scratch that. Not having your alarm blaring and realizing you're waking up, like, late for class or school or work or whatever. I feel like how you, like, deal with this situation really tells you who you are as a person. Because I know people who are like, oh shit, I'm late. Well, better not show up to like, I don't really have to show up today, right? I'm already late, you know, like, it's only gonna get worse from this point onwards. And there are other people who are like, shit, I'm late. Literally, my world is about to end. I'm not even sure if that makes sense. This reminds me of Sister Freya from Dark Souls 3. Never played this game before though. Sister Freya, that is the DLC boss, right? In the snow DLC. I know who you're talking about, which was a really fun boss, by the way. Okay. That should do it. Oh no! Okay, so he parried, which means I didn't get the thing. Alright, that's how it works though. There we go. I should get another health potion here, I think. Yes. Alright, let's just put some pressure on him before he does that. Alright, I have an idea here. It kind of works, but you need more stamina. So that time I tried to just block every single attack he did during the flurry, but he did break my guard a couple of times, so it might not actually work. Is it the strongest armor? But can I tank every hit? And another thing, it gives me one of his big and friendly hug. The armor is useless. Am I wrong? Oh, as in like when I don't know, one of the kings like commands grabs you essentially. Well, I guess I'm not the one to ask, and you're not asking me either, because I am just like you. I'm like, I want to dodge, okay? I don't want to do fat rolls. But this boss is really cool. This is by far the biggest hurdle we have ever faced in this playthrough. And I'm still trying to figure out that fire attack in particular. That he just spams out like that. It is lethal. It is relentless. I low-key would like to try out the bronze strat again, but with max stamina. I have no idea if it will actually work though. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna work if I'm gonna be totally honest. But I low-key just gonna try it out. found out I need to wait until the day before I graduate. To talk to someone called the CPPA about rerouting my flight back home and then to my duty station 2 weeks later. I just don't know how it would consider rerouting when I don't plan on getting off the plane, then getting back on the same day. I think whatever's gonna happen is I have to buy my own plane ticket back home and then the Navy will pay me for my plane ticket from my home duty station. Sounds very complicated, the entire situation you're going through. Worst case scenario, you're gonna visit a state you've never been to before, and you have to Bear Grylls your way back to the place you're staying at. The focus is the biggest DPS check, so having a decently leveled weapon is a must. If I remember correctly, when I faced 4 Kings, I used Black Knight's Halberd, which is essentially So the boss wasn't really much of a struggle for me, but I guess that means that I did pass the DPS check. I'm blocking, I promise. You never quite know when he's gonna do like a follow-up attack on the string. So I always feel it's like super risky to punish him. Or attempt to punish him. Okay, at least now. White attack you can do. Right, so this should give me another health boost. Okay, so now we have literally full stamina. No, it's just no way. It's just no way whatsoever that's gonna work. Alright, okay. I literally don't see any other way to deal with the flurry attack other than just learning to parry it. Alright, I've tried every cheesy strat that I could think of. Nothing seems to be working. It is time to parry or learn to parry. Oh boy, this is gonna be quite the ordeal, let me tell you. One thing my best friend told me was that when it comes to the government, the only thing that makes sense is that nothing makes sense. Fair enough. I feel like that is a very pessimistic view of the world. But I feel it's not necessarily wrong. Let's put it that way. Level 12 plus at least you're gonna if you're using a common weapon. Plus 4 if it's special one. You even remember like the actual stat checks, do you already? That is impressive. PS1, my beloved. It is a good game. This I cannot dispute. Stamina now. I literally missed all of my heavies. Oh, I died! Dude! All I tried to do there was hit a heavy so I could get a death blow, but okay, that's just how it goes. I love my soap, it smells so good. I was washing my hands. What? Okay, what What order is it, Spurgny? Because this is very important. This is very important because this will tell us if it is okay for us to judge you or not. You may not recognize me at first, but I assure you it's still me. I always come back. Hello, Radiance. Welcome. We will never ever forget your presence. And we will never ever not recognize you because, of course, you light up the room whenever you enter. Epic intro as always. Yes, indeed. Oh, man. Donkey milk soap. I know it, but it's just a wonderful smell. You know, that is something you shouldn't be. That you shouldn't, you know, feel ashamed of, or you shouldn't take for granted. You know, take your W's in life wherever you can find them, and I feel like that will give you just a little bit more, I don't know, happiness maybe in life in general. Should be dry face. Yeah, exactly. About light. Have I ruined the mere concept of light for you, Arnie? I am scared, but also kind of impressed about the influence I can have on other people. Could be, maybe. Yoda versus Eo. Spurgny and Radiant. Dude, there is one comment Soup of Week made many streams ago that I still remember to this day because it was so damn fun. The asexual tension between. What's the quote exactly? You can feel the asexual tension between Spurgny and Radiant. Oh, that was so fun. Something like that. Fight me. Fight with me, my friend. Show them you're worthy of a starring role. Sawardu! And that is the time stop power, right? I've never watched that anime before, but I do know Sawardu. I even knew about that solo. Oh, he has an overhead after that. Okay. I guess I'm still learning about his strings. Ah, the follow-up. Perfect. Probably should heal before doing that, actually. Why do I... Like, I know that I can't punish, and yet I go for a punish anyway. Like, what is wrong with me? Shit, this is bad. Yeah, I don't like my chances this time around. I need to be absolutely perfect. I mean, how do you even learn that string? How do you even, like, begin to approach what the game is trying to... I don't know, dude. I guess having full health there is a very important thing in order to have as much, I don't know, room for error as possible. This guy really does seem like a pain in the ass. Oh yes, Soren, oh yes. This is the dude who like took up, I don't know, maybe an hour? Maybe 45 minutes of last stream. And I wouldn't be surprised if this guy will take up basically as much time during this stream. Star Platinum is stronger. I assume that is like another power in that universe. Only Joy is the best one, and Bleach. Never watched Bleach before. I remember back in the day when I watched Naruto, Bleach was like another popular like shonen anime. But I don't know. For me, it was only Naruto, nothing else. No One Piece, no Bleach, nothing else. Star Platinum is the stand of Yotaro, and the world is the stand of Dio. And when you say the world, does that mean the Savardo power? I assume that is the name of the powers they have, like the superpowers or whatever. Listen to me. Dio Brando has an Italian name. Are you claiming ownership of an anime character? Or an anime power, maybe? Alright, we go back at it again. That means Italians are gods! Alright, Romeo. Show me what you got, man. Show me what you got. Shit, bad. Like, I'm just trying to, like, repair my weapon, but I feel like I probably shouldn't. Of course he does like all of his damn attacks in one string. Like whenever you think you know what this guy is all about, he just brings out some other bullshit. Hey, that's a stagger at the very least. Not enough time. Yeah, this is so. Oh, we actually got it. Okay. I think I might be wrong here. I think the string that he does, the fire attack, I don't think it's the same one every time. As in, like sometimes he does like a small dash before hitting you, but other times he does like, I don't know, a follow-up attack or something. I feel like, I don't know, maybe that's just cope, I'm not sure. Is there magic or sorcery in this game? And are there magic or sorcery weapons? I would say no. But, I mean, there are sorcery adjacent things, I would say. For instance, let me show you. We have something called a Legion arm, which is you can currently see a shield equipped on the Legion arm, but this could be changed to this thing, Flamberge, for instance. And you see what this does is that it shoots, well, it's basically a flamethrower, right? So in that sense, this is what I mean with, you know, there are magic adjacent types of powers, at least when it comes to your Legion arm. But that's like the extent of it. You can't just play this game like, I don't know, Elden Ring or whatever, where you literally just have a catalyst, and the only thing you do is you just throw like sorcery after sorcery. Il nome è Giorno Giovanna e Tiengnu something. Is the 6 heal the max amount? Yes, it is. Maybe we can actually upgrade it, but I don't have enough quartz, I don't think, to actually, you know, get the upgrades. I should have 1 quartz, and you should at least need 2 to get more heals. It feels a little compared to DS3, where you have 10 plus by mid game. The question is, are we in the mid game at the moment? This I don't know. This I don't know. See if it is hallucinating now. The name is literally Diavolo. I assume you're still talking about the anime. Can you two-hand the weapons? I mean, there is... No, there are 2 weapon sets you can use and switch between, but I don't think you can dual wield. I'm not sure if it takes up... it does take up, like, weight, so it's probably not the best thing in the world to have 2 weapon sets equipped. How do you pronounce G? Okay, I said G, but it probably should be Chi or something like that. I freaking hope we're past mid-game for CF's sake. Well, before we do anything, punishment time. 95 deaths, which means 20 push... Oh, I not push-ups. Sit-ups. Coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh man. I do wonder though. I do wonder if there is a way to like increase our armor or something in order to just endure whatever this guy is throwing at us. It's an idea. He said 6-7. There we go, Radiance. Thank you for at least counting the punishment. And thank you both Arne and Superweak for the W's. Like a day like today, where we know for a fact that there's gonna be a lots of punishment. You need all the motivation you can get, you know. All right. The fact that you have to do King of Puppets every time is very annoying. I really face, away. Okay, I need more stamina, so I'm just gonna shield for a sec. One attack is not good enough. No. Stamina. I feel like I'm low-key getting a bit impatient with the King of Puppets fight, which is not good, because I do need every health I can get, i.e. every health potion I can get for the actual Roadrunner fight. A thing that FromSoft does very often and I've noticed that this company does as well, is that they have so many fake outs, as in sometimes the boss is using a certain move and a certain follow-up specifically, and sometimes it doesn't, you know. That really messes you up. Makes it really hard to know when you can attack, when you, whatever, yeah. Very hard to know whenever, to know when you can do an action. It's not quite fire phase just yet, but it's coming up quite soon here. I wish I had help with this. Red attack? No, red attack. Oh, I've never seen that before! What the hell? This is what I keep saying. You think you know what's happening. You think you know what's going on, and then all of a sudden some new bullshit comes out. I've never seen that attack before. All right, so he has a gap closer red attack. Okay, that is something you really need to be wary of. You know, I keep like keeping my distance from him. Maybe that's not the play. Like maybe I should just use like the umbrella and try to keep as close to him as possible. It's a thought at the very least. What do you do for parrying in this game? You block. You just use the block button like this, but you try to time it. It is kind of like hard to see whenever you time it correctly, because the animation of your own character is the same, but you do see like a little red glow whenever you successfully do the parry. And you can also see my health bar. If my health bar goes down when I'm blocking, that means that I did not do a perfect parry. I can't do too much accurate this feeling. I'm not quite sure I understood what you meant. As in you need like the proper timing, because that is very true. Right, so given that we're using an umbrella, the couple fight will take a bit longer. And I'm not even sure if this is worth it in the long run either. It is kind of nice, I will admit, to have a weapon with fast attack speed. Even if the actual damage output is not quite the same. Well, we'll see. Maybe the extra range is good, like with the umbrella, and maybe the extra attack speed will make it so that I can much more safely like punish Romeo here. At least I avoided that attack. Ah, wait. Yo, wait, what? Umbrella broken? What the hell? I feel like I'm outranging everything it does. And Doom Boogie, hello! Thank you so much for tuning in. And welcome back to the struggle. Welcome back to pain. The umbrella will protect you from the king's fake tears. Fake tears! I feel like, at least based on the first cutscene you get when you face the king, I get the feeling that Pinocchio is the one who's like kind of disrespectful. Okay, let's not... Okay, yeah, let's be a bit careful still. One thing that the umbrella is lacking though is just the sheer damage output and the stagger of the trident. Oh shoot! I'm losing durability. Yeah, I guess that this is the downside of using the umbrella. I'm not dealing as much damage. Like, even if it's an easier weapon to use, I'm not dealing as much damage, which makes it so that it is a bit trickier to get to the phase we need to get to. At least we are gonna get to the fire phase again. There we go. The thing about that attack. The thing about that particular string of attack is that I don't even know where to begin. Like, if I want to counter that particular attack, where do I, like, how do you even start? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm even making sense here. Like, usually when you play games like this, you see what is going wrong, and you know what you need to work on in order to overcome it. But this time around, dude, like, I don't even know where to begin. I love the Furious Fire Flurry. It is quite a challenge. I will say this. It is quite a challenge to overcome. When Pinocchio understands his mistakes and go back to school in this game. I don't think that's gonna happen this time around, Spurgny. This time around, I don't think we're gonna become a real boy. I guess we'll see. From what I look up, there are 3 types of elemental damage: fire, electricity, and acid. I'm guessing electric would be the closest thing to magic, aside from fire. Yes, and I know that electricity is also very good against puppets, as in machine type enemies. But the Furious Fire Flurry, it is very reminiscent of Millennia's water attack, or whatever it's called, from Elden Ring, which Lucius pointed out yesterday. And I feel like this is what separates the boy from the man, if that makes sense. Like, this is a challenge that every Lies of P player will need to overcome. And I don't know, brotherhood, kinship, friendship, siblinghood, I guess, will be created from this. Well, overcoming it, if you do overcome it. Lies of P is coming to Nintendo, so I can play it, and I will. Radiance! If you do, and if you get to this point, please let me know how you're feeling about Romeo as a boss. Because we have been streaming for an hour now, and this guy, I'm not even close to figuring out the Furious Fire Flurry. Oh, man. I'm trying to think of ways to cheese it, but I'm not sure if there is such a way. I think this is one of those get good moments, you know. Okay, right attack. Regenerate stamina. Donkey Kid in the... I don't know what that is that he just wrote. I think... All I know is... Well, I don't know anything. I shouldn't make guesses that are just that, guesses. Not even educated guesses. But I do think that the Pinocchio story is like the key inspiration for the story and the setting of this game. Right, Romeo, we're back at it again. So if I range correctly, I will be able to hit him with a heavy attack, it seems. What to do, man? What to do? Maybe should. Let me. All right. If anyone has any like ideas, suggestions, anything, I am all ears, dude. Because I feel I've tried like. The only thing I can think of right now is maybe like a respec. To try to just endure his attacks rather than to actually parry them all. As in like I don't know, let's take a look at my character. Like I put basically all of my stats into technique. So maybe just distribute that into like vitality and capacity so that we can get like heavier armor as well as more health. And then just endure whatever he throws at you. The Paese de Balochi is a place where kids who don't want to go to school play and eat a lot of junk food and candies. Some guys catch Pinocchio and told him to go there with them, and the thing is that the kids who remain there become a donkey over time. That it is interesting you say that, Sprogny, because the first stalker you face in this game is also a donkey. And I didn't know about this. Like, I don't know the Pinocchio story that well. But now that you're mentioning this, I do get the feeling that is not a coincidence, right? That there is a donkey as the first enemy you're fighting. But if that's the case, then every stalker, i.e. human type of enemy, or human type of boss enemy, I guess, in this game, not counting Romeo because he's a puppet, the stalkers, they are supposed to be the children then from the story. I think you're pretty close. Gotta deal with the fire flurry somehow. Yeah, I think so too. That previous attempt, I agree with you, Doomvogel, that everything basically happened exactly the way it needed to. I passed through phase 1 without too much trouble. And even phase 2 was you know, kind of half decent. But yeah, as soon as Mr. Fire comes out, that's when everything just goes to shit, basically. Oh, I keep damage there, yeah. My bad. But that is why I'm considering like a respec, right? A way to a novel way to deal with the fire flurry. You just create a tank enough character that whatever he throws at you won't stick, basically. Because your Aegis arm do nothing else. Never used this, I don't know. I have tried to only hold block in order to avoid the damage. But the thing is, he deals way too much stamina damage. So that you can't actually hold block for that long. He literally will kill you. Or rather, he will knock you out of your blocking stance, and then he will kill you. But maybe there's like a fatal art you can use? I literally don't know what my second version of, like my left bumper Y, I don't really know what that does. I mean, I can use the Aegis like that, I suppose. You just deal damage and it gets to stagger. But it doesn't deal with the main problem I'm having, which is, of course, the flurry attack. If you perfect parry Romeo enough, yes. It's a big if. That's the thing. It's a big if. Wait. Oh wait. What if that works? Oh, we were so close there! Oh, I think that was the last hit. I think that was the last hit. That got us in the end. But I have an idea now. I wonder if you can like glitch him out in some way. Learn the pattern, you can do it. Maybe sing a song. Wait, what kind of song would that be? Alright. But first I need to just find the rhythm before I can even think about a song. And I don't think I have the rhythm. The fact that they could become donkeys is to symbolize that they don't know shit because they don't went to school. They are jackasses. I don't know if it's an international thing, but in Italy, when somebody looks dumb, you call him a donkey. I feel like that would be an international thing. If I would, in Swedish, call someone a donkey, an åsna, I feel like the implication here is I'm calling that person an idiot. Either an idiot or a stubborn person, as in you're so set to your ways, you can't, get out of your, I don't know, your routine or your stereotypes or whatever it could be. I would want to know if the donkey part is just, part of the general Pinocchio canon or whatever. Because that would confirm if the fact that the first stalker you meet is a donkey, if that is, a coincidence or not, I suppose. You know what? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna actually see what this is. Wait, is this also parry? Wait, I'm low-key experimenting a little bit now. Oh, I'm sorry. I low-key want to know what my auto... That is what that is. I have another pair. What I just did there was the second version of my fatal art. And it's a pair. Does that work when he does the flurry attack? I feel like that is something I at least want to try. Nice. Right, that is definitely. All right, let's try this parry thing and see if it works. Well, maybe it works, but if so, I mistimed it there. Oh well. Today, I never thought I'd talk about Pinocchio's lore. Well, we are playing Lies of P, so I feel like Pinocchio is part of... it's part of the zeitgeist, it's part of the environment of today's stream. But, well, I didn't know you were an expert on the topic either. And it took a lot of things from the original story, so it's probably canon that the Donkey Dude is a boss. The Donkey Dude boss is an actual kid. I think so too. It would make a lot of sense. It gets you every time you start with a fire hit. I know! And that is so frustrating, because... I feel like every part of this fight has been uncovered. Like, it is unlocked, we know what to do. But the fire attack, the damn fire attack, it is still the one thing that truly gets us. But 100 deaths, everyone! 3 digits, which means punishment time. Squat edition! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh man. I wonder if there is like a consumable you can use, maybe. Like, maybe there is something that could increase your maximum health or something like that. Oh, we do have 2 quartz. Interesting. I guess we can check out our upgrades and see where we can use these quartz as well. We probably definitely should do that. I didn't even know. Fable charge. Special resistance. Resistance to overheat and stuff. And there's a bunch of throwing objects as well. But what I really need is health or defense. Alright. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna head back to Hotel Krat and use up these 2 quartz we have. Because that could give us, I don't know, some sort of upgrade that might or might not be useful. Quartz, that's also accurate to the original story. In Italy, there's a lot of mines. Oh, I see! I assume... I don't actually know this, but I assume the original Pinocchio story is Italian, right? Wait, I have an idea. Let's also upgrade. Let's upgrade our ages as well. And let's see what kind of quartz upgrades we can get. If you can get that guard parry for your arm, maybe. That was the only upgrade I could get for my arm that I just used. It might be able to interrupt fire, I don't know. That would be so clutch if it could. But I only had the one, I could only afford the one upgrade, because I don't have that many, I don't know what they're called. So we could, in theory, get another... Another one of these. Extra Fable slots, but I'm not sure. Maybe guard regain. Okay, I'm gonna pick up this one and see what we can get here. And we can get quite a few different modifiers here. Let's see if we can find anything that is specifically defensive. Lowers the damage received when pull cells are discharged. Now this could actually be really good. If we ensure that we use up all of our pull charges before he attacks us with the fire attack. Perfect guard destruction is my favorite. Wait. Perfect guard. Is that a phase 4 or is that something that I can get from somewhere here maybe? Oh, here we go. Increase the destruction damage to enemies when perfect guard is successful. Yeah, the perfect guard destruction 2 probably. Yeah. Okay. This is probably really good against Romeo, because you do need to perfect guard quite a bit. But the thing I am struggling with is not damage, it's survivability, right? So I lower damage when discharged. I feel like could be a play, as in intentionally drink up all of your health potions before you do the fire phase, so that this thing get activated, and then you just try to survive. And Grunge! Dude, I was so close to say Grungy. It's supposed still taking everything out of you, Grunge. You don't know the half of it, okay? it really is. Thank you so much for tuning in though. And 100 deaths. Yeah, as you can see, we are currently workshopping a sort of some sort of response here. All the quartz upgrades are strong. I completely agree with. I probably shouldn't be sleeping on these. These are really good. But Grunge, I saw that you were playing Counter-Strike. How was it? Okay. Charges. No, this is not good. Lowers weapon durability. I'm not sure. Stamina consumption. Oh wait, I have an idea. Lowers the stamina consumption of all actions when pulse cells are discharged. I wonder if this also includes blocking. I have an idea. I have an idea. it might be a very bad idea, but I have an idea. Because what we can do, I'm gonna assume that this it does include blocking. Like blocking. Taking damage on your shield counts as an action that uses up stamina. Alright, I have like a very strange idea here. So the plan is to get to the fire flurry state of the fight and then use up every single health potion we have. It's an idea. Let's just put it that way. Well, I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but it's an idea. I did play a bit of Sekiro. Oh! Before Counter-Strike, and managed to get to the 3rd phase! And got so close, but alas didn't beat him and had to switch to CS. No! Oh man! So close, yet so far. Have you learned to incorporate the lightning discharge or deflection mechanic? Because I know that for me that was like the final puzzle piece to beat that fight. CS was good, and then weird, and then okay, then regular CS things. Wait, what does that mean? Good, then weird, and then okay. I feel like I want some more elaboration on this point. What does that mean? But also, when do you think you're gonna beat the final boss in Sekiro? I assume you're gonna do it on stream, right? It will be such a what do they call it? Such a rug pull if you did it off stream for your viewers. Alright, so my plan this time around, do everything as normal. When we get to the fire phase of Romeo, we use up every single pull charge in our inventory, because that will activate 2 buffs. We will take less damage, and our stamina bar should last for longer. Emphasis on should, because I don't know. And if this is true, we should be able to block just enough to survive the fire flurry attack. Of course, then we need to actually beat the boss, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Hold that thought. My laptop decided to die as soon as you were speaking. I do have this effect on laptops. I will admit. I mean, I am Pinocchio, right? I am killing machines. It is what I do. Alright, let's see if my strat here will work. I guess I could also respec. Because the red attack that you mentioned, Bogle, is also an attack I really would want. And would really be beneficial in this fight. I'm not gonna lie. But I am solely thinking about survivability at this point. That's the only thing on my mind. I don't care about anything else. Because if we can survive the fire flurry attack, we have... We haven't won the fight, but we are one step closer. Let's put it that way. Have you still not killed that thing? Stress test! I'm sorry, but dude, I am doing everything I can, okay? I've never seen someone else excited for me to reach phase 3, but in third phase, it should barely use the lighting, so that sucks. I see. I think I'll get it tomorrow. Grunge, I promise you this. If you're able to get to phase 3, you have unlocked the fight. All that is left is to put all the puzzle pieces together, and you will beat him. And you will scream out into the void, hell yes! Okay, maybe not. you will do the opposite of the, oh no! But I know that you don't. I mean, you beat the Demon of Hatred, you know. If you beat Demon of Hatred, you can beat anything. But yes, we're still here. But for the first time in a long time, I have a plan, okay? It might not be a good plan, but a plan. Let's put it that way. We have a plan. Okay, good stagger. Should be enough for a follow-up. Judge the range. I don't know why I attacked there. That is not the right thing to do. So this should not be quite enough for the fire attack, but we're getting close. So it's time to start using up the pull charges. I'm saving one. Okay, we're getting very close to the strat. There we go. Use bomb. Hey, it worked! It worked! It worked! Now we just need to beat him. Okay, but it works. It works. The theory works. We can get past the fire attack. We know we can get past the fire attack. Now we just need to kill him. Easier said than done. I will admit this, but this is progress. Believe you me, this is progress. It might not look like it, but I promise. Oh boy. Alright. Wait a second. No, that also takes stamina. Yes, I don't think I can do. I was thinking about attacking at the same time as we're blocking, but I don't have enough stamina for that, so let's not do that. I will scream and you will hear it in Sweden. And you will be like, did Grunge finally beat Ishin? Yes. I mean, I hopefully at the very least I would hear it because I would have your stream on, right? But we tend to stream like at very similar hours, so you know, I guess it is what it is. Lily, the Pry Gaming showing. Yes, stress test. Or pro gaming, you mean? I mean, I don't know if this is... Dude, I don't know if this is a good idea. Like, I don't know if this particular strat is a strat I should be using. But at least it works. You were a little bit scary on fire. Yes, we do have overheat. Wait, that is a good point. We do have overheat. Yes, Dune Boggle. That is actually such a such a good thing that you wrote that, actually. Because we can get an overheat potion and add it to our belt, actually, so that we don't die to overheat. That is such a good point. Right, but I guess I can't really add it right now because we're fight, but I'll add it later. Okay, let's okay. The fact that we have at least the end in sight is so good. Away. Okay, let's regain some stamina. But Grunge, do you know what to do after you're done with Sekiro? It's such a long journey, you know. I mean, I guess you always have Resident Evil and games like that, you know, to play. But RE3 in it, yeah. Faux show. I think I will be at that game somewhat soon as well. But dude, I will admit that I am also a bit biased for Elden Ring, given that I really like Elden Ring. You know, the fact that we are using a health potion in this phase is actually not necessarily a bad idea, or a bad thing. Okay, but carefully, we shouldn't be dying. Nice. I attacked for some reason. No! That shit. We're dead. We're dead. We're literally dead. We literally can't win it. We staggered him! I didn't even know that was possible! I didn't even know that was possible! You can stagger him out of the flame attack! You can stagger him out of the flame attack! I should do that every time. I should do that every single time. I didn't know you could stagger him out of it. Okay, dude, so like the knowledge is just overwhelming at this point. My brain is getting supercharged. Dude, yeah, we got this. Yes! Yes! You're quite close. Yes! I can taste the victory. Dude, we're so close. We're so close. Murder Romeo! You're Bonicus! Yes, dude! Okay, we have so much knowledge. We know everything. We know exactly what we need to do here. Oh, this is so good. I mean, we still need to, you know, kill him after we pass the fire attack, but we're so damn close. I do have Elden Ring as well, which I do after RE3 or 4. I haven't decided that yet. Just a little break between the RE series. Yes. I'm not sure if you're similar to me when it comes to gaming, but at least when I'm playing off-stream, I really like switching up the genre of games every time I finish something. So, for instance, if I were playing Lies of P here, off-stream, and I finished the game, the last game I would want to play after it would be, I don't know, Elden Ring, Dark Souls, you know, it's Souls-like. Because I've literally just beaten one, you know. but you know, then after a while, my desire, my yeah, my want to play a game like this again would, of course, flare up. Just so we're clear, brother, the last DLC boss is 50 times harder than Romeo. You're Binnicus. Yes, I know that this has been told to me as well. Which is very disheartening. I will admit, it is very disheartening. But also kind of exciting. Because I've said it before, and it's kind of weird, but these kinds of moments, right here, that we're discovering or experiencing right now, it is one of the reasons why I love Souls. You find yourself like stuck, beating your head against a wall over and over again, and then slowly but surely you do get, well, signs of progress. You get like new knowledge about the fight. You get better at the fight as a player. Like you find the tools you need to actually beat it. And I would love to experience that with the DLC as well. Okay, but first we need to get to the DLC, which is easier said than done. Phase 1, I will admit. Yeah, the phase 1 have been cleaner in the past, I will say this. Quite similar then. Okay. Bro's delivering an insanely inspirational monologue while fighting a giant puppet. You know, one thing that streaming has really done for me is make me more comfortable with my own voice. Which might be a pro or a con for you guys, depending on how you feel about my voice. Hopefully it was inspirational at the very least. But now that we're talking a little bit about like different types of games, like what kind of genres of games do you guys like generally like to play? Do you have like one genre that you stick with, or is it, you know, is it something that changes from time to time? I'm back. Welcome back, Arnie. You haven't missed anything. We're still right back here where you left off. But we have gained knowledge. We have gained knowledge. Very important thing to note. Knowledge has been obtained. Shoot. This bad. Okay. Survived by the skin of our teeth. I'm dead. I'm dead. It doesn't work. Yes! 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 Oh, we got him! Oh, man! Holy! Oh, man!
Incredible! You defeated the king!
Hell yeah, I mean, we did!
I gotta think the puppets will have changed too, right?
Yes!
There's only one way to find out.
Oh, why does Gemini have to like ruin the moment with his damn voice? Oh man! We did it, gang! We did it! Yes! Oh shit! Oh, how many hours, dude? How many hours? Oh man! Oh, that feels so good. Oh, that feels good. Oh, yes, Grunge. Yes, we are on the same wavelength. Oh man, this the rush, dude. Oh, dude, I can't even describe it. Hell yes! What an incredible fight! What an incredible experience! Holy shit! Oh, dude. I had issues putting my feelings into words, my guys. Everyone, for thank you so much for sticking with us, okay? Or sticking with it. Suffering through various monologues. Oh man. I was here. Yes, you were. You're Binnicus. Remember this moment. Remember this moment, because it will be known by humanity at large. You will tell your grandchildren, I was there when Seved overcame Romeo. I was there when the knowledge that was needed to beat him was obtained. And I was there when the Aegis Shield did the final stagger to put him out of Fire Flurry. I was there! Oh man. I told you, pro gamers, stress test, thank you so much. You never lost faith in me. Man. I wonder what my neighbors think of me. I am so sorry. Holy. That rush is the sole reason behind Dark Souls games. So yeah, Souls and Souls-like, yes, 100%, 110%. Oh, man, is it? Should we put more points into technique? No, I need to start distributing my points more evenly across the different attributes. Man, and also Dune Bugle, the tip surrounding the quartz came in clutch. Your neighbors be like, yes, I was here too. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, my game crashed. My game literally crashed. Are you kidding me? Oh, dude. Did the progress? Yes, we have. Yeah, the progress has been saved because we got to the checkpoint. Dude, imagine that happens when you're at like 1%, and for some reason the game doesn't want to close. Give me 1 second. There we go. The game couldn't handle it. Yeah, exactly. Too much awesomeness at once, and yeah, it just couldn't handle it. And now the save is gone. Oh, dude, imagine we wake up and we are in front of the boss again. Imagine, dude. Oh yeah, holy. Too good for this game. Oh man, but dude, this is a group effort, okay? This is a group effort, I promise you this. I've never have seen a more tomato except before. Dude, imagine you put all... Oh, there's a new menu screen. I think it's... Yeah, because it's fire in the background. It's usually just rain hitting a window. Yeah, this is new. But imagine you take all the sources that turns my face red, and you apply them to me at the same time. Maybe not only the game will crash, maybe I will crash as well. But as you can see, we're here. Thank the Lord. I did promise to beat Romeo today, and Romeo did die. And now we can go out into the rain and just feel all the heat, all the pressure just wash away from our face, or off our body. This has to be the end, surely. Yes, surely. I'm not even sure how far into the game we are, of not counting the DLC. But I get the feeling that it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Let's put it that way. I'm just gonna hand in this side quest real quick because I know it's here. Or here some. Yeah, here we go. That I just didn't do for some reason.
My Melody. This is her wedding ring.
It would have been funny if it didn't
Our
say.
marriage should have been filled with joy. I failed you, Melody. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned she's a puppet. But she was real to me. I saw a shining soul inside her.
And now Julian.
Others laughed at me, but I knew the truth. I knew that she was in love with me too.
Right, so this is the Blade Runner
Maybe I'm
storyline.
crazy though. Whoever heard of a human and a puppet in love?
I don't even know if that's the
Melody.
truth or not. I just put
My
something there.
Melody. Your words were everything to me. She was my guardian angel. The reason I survived
I
the
moved
crop
on to
disaster.
RE7.
Even
You're
puppets
still
have
holding
hearts, do
out
they not?
hope there, Plooper.
Perhaps all we need is something that helps us perceive what they're feeling. Sorry, I'm more than happy with Melody's belongings. Please,
Imagine he gives us like the
remember
most OP
the love
item ever
Melody
against
and I
Romeo.
shared.
Wedding ring and sad. Virgo is whispering. Alright, so we did tell a lie there. And the wedding ring is... Wait, what the hell is the wedding ring? It's not even a usable item. It's a collectible. Interesting. This is some DS type lip sync. It's a story that matters, I suppose. I guess a brick has better lip sync. Alright. Given what we just experienced there in this story, I have a question for all of you. Do you, like, given all the advancements in AI, do you ever think... Do you ever think it will, like, it will come to a point where being, I don't know, in a romantic relationship with an AI is gonna be, like, acceptable at large by society? I mean, I know that there are, like, AI, like, you know, dating characters that you can get in your cell phone or whatever. And people, you know, get very obsessive and obsessed about those characters. But I feel like these kinds of people are kind of like are like on the fringes of society, let's put it that way. But maybe, like, given time, it will be more acceptable. Do you think it will get to a point where, like, no one will bat an eye, if you catch my meaning? At large, no, but it's gonna happen if it didn't already. It is happening, but it is definitely just like a sub-community that does this.
My precious son. It's risky for me, just being out here. Fortunately, you didn't need my help.
Geppetto, I needed as
I'm
much
so
help
proud
as I
that
could
got to
possibly
see my
have
son
gotten,
defeat
okay?
the king. Hopefully the lesser puppets will die down soon. Now that the king is dead, the puppets have no leader, no direction. But
I
the curse
wonder...
of the petrification disease
I know that we have
still
skipped
lingers.
one boss that I wanted to do
It's
later.
tough,
But
I know where you should
I
go
sincerely
now.
hope that we do not get
The
past
grand
the point where we
exhibition.
can't do the boss.
Rumors say the alchemists there have developed a cure. As a man of invention, I'm skeptical of the alchemists, both their science and won't you help me?
I mean, I don't
Son,
really have a choice, dude.
If it will help Antonia and the others, it's worth exploring. Go to the grand exhibition and see.
The maximum number of pulse cells users has increased. Oh, nice. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, well, haven't you seen that stress test? There are, like, apps you can get for your phone where you have like an AI character that is essentially like doing its best to pretend to be dating you. Society can't even accept love with a human. There is some truth to what you're saying, Dunebogle. I mean, society can accept love between humans, but not all humans, right? Throughout history, love between people have been Oh no, they cry because of the king, right? Yeah, love between people have been frowned upon for different reasons. Be it, you know, cultural reasons, racial reasons, gender reasons, like there are all manner of like excuses to discredit, you know, love, like genuine love between people. So I feel maybe I took it too far. Maybe I took it too far. But maybe that wasn't what you had in mind. But that is what I interpreted. Some people already fall in love with AI chatbots. Yes, exactly. That is what I was referencing. I've heard about it, but I thought it was rare. It is rare, but I feel like it's getting more and more acceptable. I think at the very least with time. I keep getting recommended videos of Japan being cooked because people there are not getting together, therefore no kids. If I remember correctly, it's South Korea that has like the lowest number of birds in I guess modern society. I might have
What's going
just
on?
pulled that name out of my ass,
All these puppets look
but that is at least what I've heard.
down, depressed even. And that seems weird. That's weird, right?
I love Romeo, I love cheese. But yeah, all the puppets do seem a bit sad. Sorry, all my confessions. It is quite okay, Doomuggle. I know it's something we have said in the stream before is we don't kink shame here, and what you're describing are no kinks,
They're
but
king dead, they...
but that is what
lost.
just popped into my mind.
And again, maybe...
But your confessions are safe
Warning
here,
him?
okay?
Whatever's happening.
Funnily enough, there's a
Like
huge
they can't tell
discrepancy
their
in
elbow
activity
joints from their
between
tail
or
sockets.
my
I'm
boyfriend
not even
is
sure they
AI
can
and
function
or my
without the king to
girlfriend
guide
is
them.
AI. I don't feel like that is unexpected, right? To be fair, like loneliness when it comes to like people in general, it is increasing year on year. But I feel like at least it seems like loneliness in for men is a much larger issue, as in it affects more individuals. I heard about it in a video where a man was cheating on his girlfriend/wife with one of those AI bots. I've heard similar stories as well. Can you guess which subreddit has more activity? I would assume the male one. I don't even know. I'm surprised there's a subreddit for these. There's a subreddit for everything, right? Which is both beautiful and I guess terrifying at the same time. I literally have no idea what to do now. Like I've been so damn focused on Romeo, so that at this point, like I feel I've achieved the purpose of my existence. Like I have found enlightenment. I found nirvana, and I'm just at peace now. Ooh, new weapon. Let's try it out. I tend to prefer weapons that have like more of a stabbing motion than a slashing motion, I will admit. So I don't think this sword is gonna be the thing for me necessarily. It's just like a normal longsword essentially. But I am very eager and willing to at least try out every weapon we come across. If there are any people watching right now who are familiar with the game, who knows what's coming, I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If there is like a point of no return in the game, where like if you progress past a certain point and you know the world will change or something if you do. I would love to know about it, because there are a bunch of quests and at least one boss I have skipped. And my intention is to go back and do said bosses later. My boyfriend is AS has significantly more activity. Yeah, that is what I would have guessed as well. Or what I did guess, I suppose. Oh, there's a point of no return, but I think it won't lock you out of the quest. Oh, I see. Well, that's good at the very least. That is very good. I want, like, does it lock you out of something? Or is it like completely safe to just progress the game to forever and ever, essentially? Okay, so I can't get past here. Yeah, here we go. This is a strong kid right here. Lorenzini Arcade. Yo, Anthony / Salty, what's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. You have caught us at a bit of a lull, because we just beat, thus far at the very least, the hardest boss in the entire game. Well, I know that more difficult bosses are just around the corner. but thus far at the very least. I think it only locks you out of buying the starter weapons at the very beginning of the game. Oh, okay, but that's fine. I've already bought those. Alright, in that case, there's nothing else for us to worry about. I mean, okay, we still want to do everything before we, you know, finish the playthrough. Oh, that's a grab attack. That's unfortunate. I was standing in his face, using Aegis, really wanting to get the block stagger. But he had a command grab. Oh, command grab, sorry. And here we are. Let's just run past all the enemies and get to wherever it is we need to go. Oh, man. But Anthony, well, what's happening? How's this Tuesday treating you? What games are you playing, if any? It is kind of a different vibe now that all the poppers are crying. I feel like this sort of proves, right, that there are like some emotions behind this robot. Like there's a human-like entity behind them, which I think is corroborated by the fact, or our theories that we were discussing before starting the Romeo boss fights. As in, the puppets have been made using like maybe a soul or something of a human being. I got my friend into Hollow Knight. Oh, that's great! Just Roblox. Oh, nice. Dude, I have never played Roblox ever. But I know it's like one of the most popular games out there. But it's great that you got your friend into Hollow Knight. Because that means that you know, you can do the best thing, the second best thing other than playing it for the first time. And that is reliving it through the eyes of another. He bought Silksong same day. I mean, if you like Hollow Knight, like the original Hollow Knight, I feel like buying Silksong is a no-brainer, right? In my opinion, Silksong is just Hollow Knight but better, and I really like Hollow Knight. That is not an insult to Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight is awesome, and Silksong just improved on awesomeness essentially. Silksong is such a good game. It's insane. You know, the fact that Silksong is so good makes me kind of... I've said it before, but it makes me kind of excited to play Clair Obscure, Expedition 33. Because in my opinion, Silksong is so damn good that I could absolutely see it like winning Game of the Year. But there was another game that actually got Game of the Year, Hence, the logic dictates that Clair Obscur should be the better game. Is it true or not? I don't know, but I want to try. It's not like motivated to play, I don't think. I was about to quit. I see. That is risky. That is risky, because there are gonna be a bunch of very difficult fights coming up for him. In both games. Both the Silk Song and the original. I bullied him into beating the first boss. Hopefully you're bullying him in a nice way. You don't want to like, you don't want it or him to associate Hollow Knight with a bad experience, you know. Okay, we got another checkpoint right here. We're at a new area altogether. There's a big door here. I assume we need to pass through. There are 2 paths we can take, and we go forward. Bunch of different doors. Bullying like bugging to keep playing. I see. I know what that that feeling is like. Right, so now fire is gonna be very important. Well, I say very important, but at least more helpful. Given that we're only gonna fight zombies at this point, at least based on what the Geppetto was telling us. I wonder what the next boss is gonna be like. Is there a parry in this game? Yes, big yes. Yes, with a capital Y. And that is part of the reason why I've been struggling, I think. Because I'm not good when it comes to parrying attacks. There's essentially no way to not parry in this game. Because, well, okay, we're strictly speaking about boss fights now. Because when it comes to normal enemies like this, like it doesn't matter really what you do. They're very, very similar to Simpson in that sense. But the actual bosses, at least Romeo, the boss that we just killed, boy, does he require some parrying. Let's put it that way. Same, but only in Sekiro. I will agree that I do enjoy parrying in Sekiro a bit more than in this game, but that is only because the parry system in Sekiro is a lot more forgiving than in Lies of P. That being said, it is also more essential in Sekiro. What about Nine Souls? I've never played Nine Souls. It is on my it's on the Discord voting list. I think it has like 6 votes. I've never played it. You should. Again, it is on the list. So with enough votes, it could be the next game we play. If I remember correctly from what I've seen, it is kind of like what you call it? A Hollow Knight like. I think this was too hard. It was bad for me. I kept getting mad. Well, there's a good way to get mad and there's a bad way. The good way is to become mad, 7. And the bad way is, I guess, all the other ways. And my game crashed again. No, it didn't. It just lagged. Okay, good. But I will say that Hollow Knight and Simpson had definitely like unlocked like an appreciation of Metroidvanias. So I would be so down to get like another experience like that. I have like some sort of anger management problem. Oh wait, really? Well, in that case, I suppose like calming games are the way to go. Or is the way to go, I mean. Oh, good. Interesting. a favorite genre of video games. My favorite is if I had to pick one. I mean, I play all manner of games, but if I had to pick one, it would definitely be an RPG. Some sort of RPG at the very least. Oh wait, this is where you get wine, right? Because there is a quest to fetch wine. This has to be the area. It was really, really similar to Silksong. Oh! For me, that's a good thing. Wine. You might have a more sinister view in regards to what we're fighting in, but I know that we got a quest to fetch some wine, and this does seem very wine adjacent to nothing else. Oh, but now we're dead. I feel like Silksong took a lot of inspiration from Nine Souls. Interesting. Well, Nine Souls I suppose came out before Silksong for sure. But did Hollow Knight come out before Nine Souls? Alright, let's just run back. Yes. Ah. Interesting. Hollow Knight was 2017. Now I'm getting even more excited to try Nine Souls. Oh, we got decayed. That's a shame. And Nine Souls were 2024 and Silksong 2025. I see. I need coffee now. Ooh. Grunge, do people get like weirded out or confused when you like drink coffee before sleep, like before bed? Because I feel like, I mean, I reacted to this fact that this is something you do, right? So I feel like I shouldn't be alone. These enemies are kind of right. Every fight after Romeo is gonna be a world of war. I hope. Everyone thinks I'm staying up late, but then when they see me sleeping like a baby, they're like, interesting. What the hell is she putting into her coffee? I stayed up till 4 AM last night. Was there a good reason for it, or was it just vibes? I might die again. Playing this really cool rogue RPG game on Roblox. I don't know why, but for some reason Automod decided that Roblox that won't fly as a thing you can say in Twitch. For some reason, I have no idea why. One day I will feel young again. Yo. I am an elder gentleman, let's put it that way, right? But whenever I can, as in, essentially, whenever I have like a longer vacation, I tend to always like mess up my daily routine to the point where I am basically like, yeah, staying up to those kind of hours. And I feel like that, at least for me, that is like my I don't know, my preferred routine. It's like built into my very DNA. So being old and staying up late, I feel like are not correlated. Seven, gentlemen. I thought you were milady. I can be a milady if you ask me nice enough, okay? I can be a milady. I've said it before. Flattery will get me to do anything. All of you are invited to the concert being held at the Monad Charity House. We pray for the successful opening of the exhibition. Children sponsored by the Monad Charity House have a message of love and hope for all of you. We have played Resident Evil. We know what happens to kids at the orphanage. Elderly gentleman. My secondary stream title was being bullied by an elderly gentleman or elderly man today. I promise I wasn't him. I promise. Don't miss this chance to listen to the most innocent performance in all of Craft. And here's the date. Cool. Not all elderly gentlemen are all the same. Mavid Transcurious confirmed. Zelda, I need to hear this. I wouldn't describe it as trans-curious, but rather confident in my own skin. That's a big boy. that was a big boy right there. Okay, we don't have that much time, so I'm trying to play this very, very safe. So we can't go through here without being decayed. Interesting. At least we're making progress in some direction. I don't feel we have enough health to deal with these guys. I mean, we maybe, but we're very low resources. I feel like at this point, I am more interested in just finding a save point. Zombies as a concept has been so used across media. It's kind of insane. Because when I think of, like, Pinocchio, I don't think of... Okay, I'm dead here. Yeah, I'm literally... I don't think about zombies, but like, no matter what, like, you can insert a zombie into like any story, any setting, and it will like low-key make sense. Well, it can make sense, I suppose. I can recognize that, but I drink Monster. It was a lot when I was in school. My friends yelled at me for drinking it before bed, before they learned that they sleep. I sleep when drinking... I sleep better, I suppose, when drinking Monster. I do not sleep if I do not drink Monster before bed. But I remember you guys were like bonding, or at least game recognizes game, you know, surrounding the fact that you both have ADHD, right? Punishment time, by the way. I've died 105 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, I can't relate to that at all. Whenever I drink Monster, well, I do it for two reasons. One reason, more or less. I like the taste. And this insane, like the energy kick you get is also quite nice. but I'm not sure if this is normal or not. But sometimes I do get like feelings of anxiety when I drink Monster. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to happen. But I become a little bit more anxious. Well, not every time, sometimes. Maybe it could be just me. I mean, I could just be a nervous wreck, and I'm just like putting the blame on a poor old innocent can of energy drink. And then at some point you'll find people like you, and you don't feel so alone anymore. Would you say that you feel alone? I mean, well, you literally said that you don't feel alone because you found someone else, right? But I feel like as a streamer, you have access to so many people. But I guess that is a different type of interaction with people, you know, very parasocial. With Hillsong DLC, I never feel alone. But it isn't out yet, Radiance. I guess you will feel alone until it actually comes out. I do not sleep better when drinking Monster. I sleep. Without it, I don't sleep at all. I see. Oh, this is good to have.
Who are you? A lost visitor? Or a looter?
Dude, we have
arrived
literally met
too
each other
late?
before, wandering merchants.
Stalker,
Oh.
visitor, looter, I don't care.
Increase resistance of the sharper shock and break. Interesting. Ooh, a new weapon. Yeah, I'm buying this. I don't know if I'm gonna use it, probably not, but I just want weapons. With this, I will slice up the biggest pizza there ever was. And everyone will finally come to the right conclusion that Swedish pizza is the best. Oh, damn it. I had pizza today. Oh, wait! Grunch! This is so good! Because we have Radiance here. We have you here. We have Stress Test here. We have everyone here. We have everyone here. Because we've had discussions surrounding pizza so many times before. So the age-old question. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes or no? I guess that's just the start of it, but that's the starting question, okay? I'm leaving after this sentence. Oh, Radiance, you need to let go of your Italian puritanical thoughts. You need to embrace and open your soul. I love pineapple on pizza. Oh, yes! Yes! Another have joined the cult of pineapple on pizza. Chicken and mushroom and pepperoni. I feel like that is a fairly normal pizza. I guess chicken might be a bit of a standout, but it's nothing like too crazy. I'm out. Don't hate it before you try. Why do everyone in chat love that? Radiance. That is because everyone in this chat have great tastes. You just have to embrace it yourself. I am lost, by the way. I don't know where to go. I already did, and it sucks. Alright, at least I will say this. It is respectable that you have tried it. Yeah, this gives you credit. Absolutely. Where the hell am I supposed to go? This just gets you back to the beginning. Maybe you need to, like, fight the giants or something. I will make one you love and I will send it to you. Yeah, please do. Never have I ever used a weapon that hits this slowly. Oh wait, what is this? Wait! You build up like a charge. Whenever I got like a buff when I hit something with this weapon. Interesting. But what is that all about? I make the impossible happen. gonna try this out. Spicy pepperoni is the masterpiece. The incredible, the legendary, the only god of all. I will admit, it's not a bad choice. It is not a bad choice at all. But it is not the best choice. It's a good choice, but not the best choice. I'm sorry to say. It is. We've been through this, Radiance. I am ever so grateful over the fact that Italians have brought pizza to the world. But you need to learn when your time in the sun is over. I have to let you try Italian pizza, Steven. I would be down to try it. I would absolutely be down to try it. But I can't have a pepperoni pizza, I guess, due to vegetarianism. But other than that, dude, I would be so down. Okay, hey, this weapon sucks, so I'm not gonna use it. There we go. You're a vegetarian. Yes! I feel like I've said this many times, but I feel maybe not enough. Well, I guess it's, you know, the stereotype. How do you tell if vegan is a vegan? Oh, they'll tell you. They will let you know. If one has access to Pizza for Peace outlet anywhere across the world, they have the best pizzas out there. Oh, I assume that's like some sort of pizza chain. A fun thing about that, the only pizza chain I know of is Pizza Hut. But no self-respecting Swede, I feel like, would ever like eat pizza from Pizza Hut. And I guess Pizza Bageren from Norway as well. So all the pizza we're eating here are from like local pizzerias. So the quality can be like the best pizza you've ever had, or less than that, I suppose. I think that's a very surprising fact about Seb. Surprising? I assure you, there are many of my kind. We come in all shapes and sizes. Wait, well, in that case, very, at least interesting for me, follow-up question. What in your mind would constitute like a quote-unquote standard, normal vegetarian? Okay, no talk about here. We can say that we have the best steak in the world. I am very unsure about, you know, which part of the world has the best steaks. So I can't really, I don't really have a horse in this race. I think surprisingly because of the reason, not so much about the fact. Ah! Yeah, I guess I can. I guess I can understand that. I feel like most people who are vegetarian have either like, you know, just grown up like that, and just or vegan for that matter, and just, you know, keeping up family tradition or whatever, or they do it for taste, they prefer it, or it's like due to well, animal cruelty, or trying to avoid animal cruelty. Where the hell am I supposed to go? I am completely lost. I've never been this lost before. By the way, anxiety when drinking Monster is normal. It's normal when drinking coffee too. Not all people get anxiety from it, but it's a known side effect. I see. I feel it makes sense, because those like feelings of anxiety only occurs to me whenever I do drink Monster, or any drink for that matter. But it's not always the case. It like comes and goes. I've only heard about people being vegetarians either because of the animals or religion based. Oh yes, of course. Yes. There are, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but there's like a Hindu religion, right, where, you know, harming animals is supposed to be something to be avoided, basically at all costs. I'm just gonna like look around if there are a lot of people who want to talk to us at Hotel Krot, so maybe that is what we should do now. I gotta go. You made an Italian god angry. See ya. Radiance. I would love it. Like, at some point in both of our lives, we could sit down and have a proper Italian meal, and then have a proper Swedish meal, and we'll share our culinary culture between us. All right. You're probably the only one I know as of now that's vague because of your carbon footprint. I feel I'm not the only person who are like who doing it because of the environment. But I will probably agree that that is probably not the most common reason why you do it. Alright, so there are a lot of people who want to talk to us, so let's just discuss with a bunch of NPCs.
Ah, I heard you defeated the King of Puppets. Amazing.
A very loaded question. Do you think it's a good reason or a bad reason, or a whatever reason?
Purpose, no focus. To think one can have so much control through ergo waves. If we don't determine who or what is causing it,
I'm
this
aware
could
of.
all happen again
fair
tomorrow.
Point, fair point.
I fear I must call upon you again, my friend.
Okay, another quest.
I always welcome friends.
I only have the one grindstone, yes, alright. Who else wanted to talk to us?
At the house of Anini, even...
Okay, that's just a merchant.
Antonia's condition is getting worse. I knew it would come to this. We're all safe, thanks to her sacrifice. Me as well. I'll use my power to help you.
Okay. Oh, the merchant here is gone. There is something I want to tell you, Geppetto's puppet. Please come to the hotel garden on the way to Illusion Boulevard. Okay, that is something new. I think it's a fair enough reason if it makes sense to you. That's all that matters. That is a good answer. That is a good answer. Ooh, cutscene.
Oh, it's you. Come closer, won't you? When you reach a certain age, it's a comfort to reflect on old memories.
Antonia, I'm right there with
That's
you,
a
lady.
portrait.
I'm right there with
That's
you.
young. I was so feisty. So the passion of those days is long gone, but I still dream of those memories. I'm curious what your young eyes see. Is there any resemblance between me and that portrait?
I must say no, dude.
I still have. Oh. You
I
are
must have
an
a big
honest
portrait
one,
of
aren't
yourself.
you? This disease can't take my memories.
I am literally wearing a t-shirt with my likeness, I guess,
I hope you're making
on
some
it.
good memories
So
of your
there is
youth.
something to that, Grunge.
Maybe
There is something to that. But this is the only like art piece or whatever I have of myself. Hola, family friendly G! What's up? Thank you so much for tuning in. I have some news for you. We have beaten Romeo, my guy. Romeo has been vanquished by us. If you're going through an anxious time in your life, you should avoid any of the drinks. Oh, this I can understand, because it makes it worse, often. I can't relate to this though, because I'm more anxious without it. I feel like you have built up like a tolerance, right? Stress test. But the anxiety, I don't feel like I'm having problems with anxiety in life in general. It's just strictly when I do drink Monster. That's a really cool tee. Thank you. It is wrestling merch. So for some of you might know this, some of you might not know this, but I do pro wrestling on my free time, and this is a shirt that was possible to buy before, but it is now sold out. So there's no way to get this shirt anymore, unfortunately. At least that I know of. But I took one of these t-shirts for myself, okay? Because I at least, whenever I stop wrestling, which will happen at some point, you know, at least I want some memories left, you know, about from my time. I really like the boss. Well done. Oh, by far the best boss we have fought in this game so far, by a mile. Such a cool boss. Such a cool fight. Frustrating. Really difficult, but dude, the satisfaction of finally beating Romeo, holy. Does that mean you're wrestling every single day? That is not the case, no. I'm wrestling at shows like maybe once every other month or so. But I do train, as in go into the rain and do drills and stuff like that once a week. It's cool that it's sold out. That is cool. That is cool. The unfortunate part is I am gaining $0 from the sales. Everything is going to the wrestling company.
People have no idea so many secrets are buried. Thanks for keeping me company.
Okay, so oh, you can actually ask her about. Oh, of course, we can also get the Romeo weapon, dude.
A great weapon calls for a great.
Dude, I didn't even think about that. So we have the burnt white king ergo, or rather the triumvirate amulet, as well as the puppet ripper. And then the stream and do punishment. I don't have a lot of free time, Grungy. but all my wrestling endeavors are usually on the weekend, and if I do have a show on a weekday, I take off streaming during that day, because I can't do all of that. Like that is way too much. Next boss might have to do something with wrestling. Interesting. The sight is sick. I've heard good things about this weapon. That I have. And this does only increase the leader arm's ability tier by +1, which is kind of cool. Not gonna lie, that is kind of cool. But I do think I want the puppet ripper more than I do the amulet. I've heard so many good things about the site, so I do want do want to try it. Do you know when the next show is? Yes, it's on the 26th of June, and that's actually gonna start like a whole like chain event of many wrestling shows like happening back to back. But the 26th of June will be the next show that I will be performing on. Tested out by the dummies. Oh, that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Booked flight to Sweden on the 26th of June. Dude, that would be so cool. I'm sure. I know it's. I mean, you're kidding, but like finding a Twitch view on a wrestling show. That would be quite the experience. That's a really cool heavy attack. That's a really cool heavy attack. Yo. Amazing range. And AoE as well. Okay. But for instance, you're Swedish. I mean, you're not living close to Stockholm, so so it's gonna be difficult for you. Sites have immense pool. Oh, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I will say though, the normal attacks, I am not convinced. The heavy attack is insanely cool. And I think the heavy attack is gonna be really good. The normal attacks. Oh, let me. I wanted to try the Fable art there. I'm not really sure what it did though. Let's try again. Basically nothing. Wait, I don't get it. What the hell does this do? Alright, wait, is this a projectile? No, it's not. Okay, it's just one uppercut. Yo, what? Yo! Dude, this is a cool weapon. This is a cool weapon. Okay, I'm gonna be trying to use this a little while here. And I have a kid, so I need to plan if I'm taking a flight. That is true. That is true. I'm not gonna blame you if you don't show up. But as always, when I've been on a show and pictures or clips arrive, I am more than happy to show you guys stuff from my previous shows. At least in the past, I have shown pictures from previous shows. What the hell are we supposed to do? Okay, I guess there's one more guy to talk to. The dude that's next to the garden, next to the tree. the AOE, yes! I very much look forward to using this in an actual combat situation. So the merchant was supposed to be here, was it not? The merchant puppet gave us a note.
Stalker, please.
Yeah, I am so lost. I have no idea. Family and Friend G, if you have any idea of where to go to progress, please let me know, cause I am completely lost. Who? There was one merchant here in Hotel Crot that switched positions. So the merchant who usually is standing here, he gave us a note, and he said that. No, he said when going to Elysian Boulevard, I think. I thought that was the path to the... Let's see if I can find the note somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Note left at counter. There's something I want to tell you. Gepetto's puppet. Please come to the Hotel Garden on the way to Elysium Boulevard. I just kind of assumed that outside by the fountain, maybe. The fountain. It's not here, right? This is just... I mean, this is a garden, but this is not the garden. Up the stairs, I see. Okay. It's not out here, right? Oh no, wait. Yes, you're right. This is the place. Wait, would you call... I'm not sure if you would call this a garden, but here we are.
Welcome, good sir. At last, we speak frankly, instead of with professional reserve. I have something to confess. Something involving your unique perspective. I am a puppet whose ego has awoken. I don't know exactly why, and we need not dwell on the details.
I don't know anything about the ego.
Instead, I wish to dwell on the welfare of Lady... I adore Lady Antonia. It is a presumptuous feeling for a puppet to have, to be sure. I have no intention of putting myself forward, of course. However, I cannot watch her die.
It's
too
starting
painful.
To think I know what we're supposed to lie about.
I need your unique perspective. You exist somewhere. Can a puppet and a human fall in love? Have you ever met a puppet who loves a human?
I'm gonna show him the wedding ring.
It exists indeed. An unbelievable love,
this is the wedding ring we got from the previous guy who loved a puppet.
I fear even trying to pursue such a splendid happiness.
Love always wins, family friend G. Love always wins.
It wouldn't be proper to burden someone so frail. If I may be frank, this is better than I dared hope. Even if you are telling me a sweet lie, I shall savor it. Thank you. It was wise.
He's happy. That makes me happy, okay? That's the important part. The ergo is whispering.
No matter what fate serve, welcome.
Alright, so at least we did something there. Still don't know where to go to progress the game. But I guess before that, I have something to tell you. Check up on the painting. Okay, let's do that. Alright, I have something to tell you, but let's wait. Let's wait on that for a second. You're gonna tell me my coffee is over. You're not talking about this painting, right? You're talking about the boy painting. Where was that again? Dude, I kind of forgot. It is, unfortunately. I see. I had nothing to do with grunge. I was about to call you grungy again. I have nothing to do with it, grunge. I promise you this. I don't see anything new. It's just a kid being very sad, it seems, and I can't use it either. I'm fine with grungy too. The fact that you're fine with both, I feel like makes it that it's better than Garang. Has someone called you Garang before? But I feel like I need to come to terms with what I want to use as a name for you. Alright, there's always someone worse, I suppose. To progress, just go to the next Stargazer. I don't know where that is though. But we'll worry about that another time. Because listen. I have some bad news. I'm gonna end stream right here, right now. We have done an incredible thing today. It took like an hour, more than an hour. But Romeo has fallen before us. Now we are back to the normal grind of the game, trying to find the next Stargazer, trying to find the next location to be at. But for now, let's just rejoice over the fact that we have achieved greatness. We flew close to the sun, but we weren't burned. No, the sun has changed us. We have become one with the universe itself. Great job, Seb. Thank you so much, Grunge. Romeo has fallen. Oh, yes! And Ishin will fall for you soon, Grunge. This, I promise. Good job murdering Romeo. You're putting it in a very violent way, Dune Boggle. But yes, we did. But we'll be back. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. Because we will be back with more Lies of P tomorrow. Starting at 6 PM Central European Summertime. Drop a follow if you want to be notified again when we go live tomorrow. When we're gonna try to figure out where the hell to go. But until then, have a great night, 7 chat. Stay awesome. Same back to you, Grunge. Thank you so much for being here. As well as everyone else, everyone watching, everyone chatting, all the support. Thank you so much. And wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a good time. And I hope that we, together, can have some more good times. Playing some games, streaming some streams. But until then, save it out.